So this question comes up a lot. You're an agent, you're holding an open house, somebody comes in, and you'd like to determine if they're currently working with an agent or not. Probably a good idea. It's just good manners, right? Etiquette. So you ask, are you currently working with an agent? And they say no, and that's wonderful. You're off to the races. But sometimes they say yes. And sometimes they say yes, and they may or may not actually be working with an agent. So if someone does say yes, don't let that go unchallenged, but do it in kind of a kind and professional way. Maybe you ask a question like, oh, okay, did that person send you here to take a look at this home? Really good one. Or you might say something like, are they representing you in the sale of your home? Now you're trying to quantify, does this person have an agency relationship? If they don't, for gosh sakes, that person's going to be you. And if they do, then that's fine. What you're going to do is respect that, and you're going to keep moving on. My point's really simple. Don't just assume that someone has an agency relationship with an agent when in fact they don't. If somebody is out just looking at open houses and maybe they've seen 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 different homes with 5 different realtors, you need to be the one that caps off that deal. You need to be the one that gets that transaction. And so what you might say is something to this effect. You might say, I appreciate you're working with an agent, but if I were to show you a great property and you fell in love with it, would you be willing to allow me to represent you in the purchase of that home? Now, that's a great question because, not too many buyer's agents are using the buyer-broker agreement. Some are, some aren't. Before you throw raw tomatoes at me and cabbage, if you're an agent and you think that this is borderline or unethical, it's not. It's not. What you're doing is you're asking simple qualifying questions. You're trying to determine what the nature of the relationship may or may not be with a prospect and somebody that they might have had a passing conversation about real estate with, but they're really not in an agency relationship with them. Please hit that subscribe button and don't forget, visit our website and schedule your free 30-minute evaluation.